Alright, so today I have actually quite a few things I'm going to unbox, but the main thing I'm going to unbox is the Samsung Chromebook 3 that I bought on Amazon. But I do have kind of a mini tech haul, so I'll unbox the rest of my tech after I unbox the Samsung. So if you don't want to see me go through the rest of the little accessories and things that I also bought, then you can stop watching the video after I'm done going through the Samsung Chromebook. So first, I can show you here, I got a tile mate. We'll go through this later. Let's open this box from Amazon. So the Samsung Chromebook 3 is not that new. I bought it for about 160 bucks, I think, or maybe 150 bucks. It wasn't too bad. And basically what the Chromebook is a laptop that runs Chrome OS. So it's basically useless without an internet connection, but you can still do quite a few things on it, and it's mainly, in my opinion, it's not really a laptop replacement so much as a laptop supplement, which, if you've been watching me for a while, kind of sounds like what I said when I was starting to talk about the iPad Pro. And in many ways, I do feel they are comparable in that way, though this Chromebook I think is a lot less useful than the iPad Pro, but I'll get into that later. So in the box, here's the Chromebook in this box right here. Then I have a few other accessories that I'll put on the side, and I'll show them off in a second. So you have the Chromebook tile outlet, lightning cable, and a splitter, a power outlet splitter. So let's put these accessories on the side, and I'll explain why and what those are in a second. And let's get to the good part. This is the Chromebook. This was actually something that I bought used through Amazon, and yeah, I believe it was used through Amazon Fulfillment Center. And yeah, you can see here that they put a sticker that says Amazon Warehouse Deals Inspected, so it should be working fine. It even came in the original packaging, it looks like. Looks really nice, and you can see here that it says the Chromebook 3. And if you want to know some of the specs, they're here as well. So it has 4 gigs of RAM. It has, it doesn't have the ports listed here, but it has an Intel Celeron chip, 11.6-inch screen, running Chrome OS, and only 16 gigabytes of storage. So that's not a lot at all, but I don't need that much storage, so that kind of fit me fine. And that's basically all the box says, so let me cut this open. So basically, yeah, this is not a laptop replacement, in my opinion, by any means. This is just a supplement for something that you need that's pretty cheap, that you need to kind of toss around and just do some internet-related tasks on, which is what I need to do. So I'm a college student, and a lot of what I do is watching lecture videos for class and taking notes. And I have a 15-inch MacBook Pro, which is great, but taking that all the way to the library over and over again when I really just need to access the internet and not do much else on it is kind of a pain. So I figured I might as well spend a little bit of money on a really cheap device that even if it broke or got damaged, it wouldn't really matter to me. So, but again, it was less than 200 bucks, so I didn't think it was too bad of a deal. Though when you are in college, every dollar counts. So we'll see how this works. Okay. Here we go, and the packaging is actually really nice and super simple, which I love. So you get their little power adapter here, which is actually, you know, a lot nicer looking than I was expecting. It has a nice little brick. I know the prongs don't fold in, so that's a little bit annoying. But you know, it's built into the adapter, the power brick, so that's nice. And you have the Velcro here around the thing around the wires, and then you just get this little plug right here to charge your Chromebook, so I can put that on the side. And then the Chromebook here, which they packaged super nicely, by the way. That's very nice of them to do that. I hate styrofoam, but you know, it's the thought that counts. Wow. So this is super light, which is really what I wanted. So basically, I have an iPad Pro, which I use to take all my notes, but I need to watch lectures on something to take the notes on my iPad. So this is basically what the purpose this is going to serve, is just so I can watch videos for school. In the library, that is. Because I go to the library a lot. I'm not usually in my room that often. So this is really useful. and I needed it to be super light. So I'm only going to have, the only things I'm going to have in my backpack this year, starting this summer actually, is the Chromebook and the iPad, which combined probably weighs about 4 pounds. So this weighs about 2.5 pounds, I think, and the iPad with the keyboard that I have on it probably also weighs about 2.5 pounds, or maybe a little bit less actually. But combined, it's about that's 5 pounds, I'm sorry. Probably about 5 pounds, 4 to 5 pounds. You know, it's less than 6 pounds in my bag, and I'm super excited about that. And then in here, you see there's a little quick start guide, which I don't think anyone really needs. In fact, I'm not even going to open it. I'm just going to leave it. And I usually keep the boxes of my products, but I don't think I'll keep the box of this, because it just doesn't seem necessary. So let's put the box away, and let's unwrap this, really nice looking device. Actually have a little bit of tape, I believe, on this. There we go. Just take this off. A lot of tape, and we can pull out the device. Here it is. There you go. The Samsung Chromebook 3. So, I don't know if you guys can tell, but it's surprisingly good looking. The build quality feels really nice, actually, even though it's like $150. Yeah, this is actually really nice. This is exactly what I was looking for. I'm super pleased so far by what I see. So you have the nice Chrome logo here, Samsung written here. The color is amazing. It's very thin. It looks thicker on camera, actually, which is kind of funny, but in person it looks a lot thinner. So you can see here you have the charging port, USB port, HDMI, micro SD card slot. I believe this one is USB 2.0, and then on this side we have a headphone jack and USB 3.0. I don't think I'll be using USB that much with this, but it's so nice that it's there, and I'm also super glad there's an HDMI port, because I would like to hook it up to my monitor just to see what it looks like, because I think that'd be super cool. Okay, so enough looking at that. Let's open this up. Okay, you have to put your finger here for it to open up. It does have quite a bit of bezel around the side, which is completely fine. I'm not, that's not that big of a deal. It's just to watch videos on. It does have a camera up top right there. It has, I don't know how good the camera is, what the quality is, but I'm not going to be using that anyway. And then here it says Intel inside. Let's boot it up and go through everything. So some things that I've heard, but I haven't, that I've heard about this device that I obviously can't verify right now until we start this process, is that the screen is not the best quality. The screen doesn't have great viewing angles, which it doesn't really matter to me because I won't be looking at it except at one angle inside. So that should be completely fine. And let me see. It seems like there's no power in here. So let's unwrap the adapter so I can plug it in. So we just peel off the plastic here. Again, a really nice looking adapter for such a cheap device. It's a lot nicer than I thought it was gonna be. I really had low expectations. It even has a little indicator here to show you. I guess hopefully it'll change colors depending on whether the computer's charged or not. So let me plug it in. So let me use a trackpad. A trackpad seems perfectly fine so far. And let me set this up really quick. Okay, so I set up my Wi-Fi. Let me see what this is saying. Help make sending diagnostics. Okay, yeah, you can send diagnostics. That's fine. Accept and continue. Okay, so now I have to sign into my Chromebook, and I'm just going to use my Google account. Okay, so I've signed into my Google account, and now I need to choose a picture. Right now, this is a very Windows vibe that I'm getting from it. The Windows setup process, and when you log into like a Windows 8 or Windows 10 device. One thing I did want to note is that this is supposed to have about 10 hours of battery life when it is charged. Here you can access all your apps, I believe. One thing I do need to download is VLC. Alright, so it turns out I needed an OS update, so I'm updating that right now to see, hopefully I can download VLC easily now, because I couldn't find it on the store, and I think it's because I just had to update my Chromebook. So we'll see. So far, I'm loving it. It's not super snappy as I thought it was going to be. It's, you know, it's fast, but it's not, you know, as quick as like an iPad Pro at least. So I was a little bit shocked to see that. I was expecting it to be like at least as fast as an iPad Pro. Also, like I mentioned before, I said the screen was going to be super bad, and, you know, I was right. The screen is not that great. But again, it doesn't really matter to me that much because I'm just going to be using it from one angle, really. So it really shouldn't have that huge of an impact. And when you're looking at it straight on, I mean, I know it's really hard to see on the video, but when I'm looking at it right now, it actually looks pretty good. So I'm happy with that. I'm really happy with the form factor. Instead of the function buttons, you have, you know, volume buttons, which is nice, and you have a brightness button here. And I think this is settings. Oh, that's to decrease the brightness, actually. Then you have this button, looks like a full screen button, refresh back and forward. So I haven't really used all of them yet, but it's super convenient to have those instead of the function buttons. The keyboard is actually pretty good. All things considered, I'm pretty satisfied. And the trackpad isn't bad at all. I'm pretty satisfied with that too. So let me try to find VLC one more time because, you know, that is a pretty big reason for me to use the Chromebook, is I really do need to use VLC. Okay, so I finally have been able to log into the Google Play Store, so I can download Android apps on my Chromebook now, like Microsoft Word, Excel. I'm not going to do that because I don't want any of that on my Chromebook. I really want to keep this bare bone. I just checked my storage. I actually only have like 9.8 gigs on this. So even though it came with 16 gigs, I guess the software is taking up like 6 to 7 gigs of storage. So that's a little bit disappointing. But at least I get to install VLC. I just need to use web browsing functions, really, when I'm taking this on the go. And then at home, I really need to use my Mac for a whole bunch of other stuff. But let's just quickly go through some of the other items that I have here that also came in the Amazon package. First is this 3-outlet tap by GE. It was super cheap. I think it was like $4. And basically, it's just something you plug into an outlet so that you have 3 ports, or 3 outlets now instead of 1. And it was pretty small looking, pretty compact, so I thought I'd pick this up to use. Then, I also have this lightning cable slash micro USB cable. So it has two connectors on it, and I can show you what that means. So basically, right now, it's a lightning cable, and I'm sure you guys have seen this before, and then you unplug it, and then it becomes a micro USB cable. The other thing I bought from Amazon is this Belkin travel surge protector, and it's not really, I'm not going to really be using it for travel. I'm just going to be keeping it plugged in into my outlet. But it's nice because it has USB ports. It's like that GE 3-outlet tap, except this one also has USB ports built into it. So let's open that up. So you can see this is a lot heftier than the other one. You can take this off to plug it in, and then you can press this button here, and you should be able to turn this. And then you can see it has 3 outlets right here, and then 2 USB ports here to plug in things to charge. So that's super cool. Last but not least, I also bought a tile. This is a Tile Mate, and basically what happened was I was on a flight recently and my luggage got lost. So I thought I would try to put this in my luggage for all future flights to make sure that I can always track to see where my luggage is. So it's a really tiny device here that I'll just pull out. There's some paperwork on the bottom that teaches you how to use it, but I will go through all that on my own time and learn how to set it up. I just wanted to show you guys some of the stuff that I bought and open it with you. But that's about it. This is all the stuff I had. I hope this was a little bit entertaining and fun just to see what kind of tech I've been purchasing lately for myself. Hope you liked it, and thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next one.